The editorial opens with a powerful line. Nearly 1 million children missed and 53,000 refusals in a single nationwide polio campaign marks a significant failure. The writer does not say small problem, he says significant failure. The word significant means important or serious. It can also mean major or considerable. So from the very first sentence, the tone is strong. Now let's understand the word refusal because it is very important here. A refusal means saying no. It means rejection. It means declining something that is offered. For example, if someone offers you help and you say no, this is refusal. And if parents say no to polio drops, that is also a refusal. So when the editorial says 53,000 refusals, it means 53,000 times parents rejected vaccination. And that is alarming. Now the writer continues, yes, over 44 million children were vaccinated and overall coverage stood at 98%. The phrase stood at means reached or was recorded at. But then comes a very powerful transition word, but. That one changes everything. But in a country that remains one of the last reservoirs of polio virus, even 2% is too many. The word reservoir usually means a water storage area, but here it means a place where the virus still survives. Pakistan is one of the last reservoirs, meaning one of the last strongholds where polio still exists. So even 2% is dangerous. In exams, 98% is excellent. In public health, like polio virus, 98% can be risky. Context changes meaning. Always remember that. The editorial says the fact that 0.67 million children were not available at home defies logic. Defies logic means it does not make sense. It challenges common sense. The writer is basically saying this excuse is not convincing. And then comes a beautiful line. A child absent from one doorstep is not absent from the city. Or we can say, if a child is not at home, the child is somewhere else. At a school, at the market, at a park, at a relative's house. So what should happen? The editorial says that polio teams should be deployed at major public sports. Deploy means to position people strategically for action. It means to send out for a specific purpose. It can also mean to station or assign. So deploy does not just mean send, it means send with planning and purpose. The writer is arguing that if children are not at home, then teams must be deployed where children actually are. This is not about chance, this is about planning. And then the editorial says something very important. Missed children should not be a routine statistic in official briefings. They should be treated as an operational lapse. An operational lapse means a failure in execution. It means a management mistake. It means the system did not work properly. So the writer is shifting responsibility from bad luck to system failure. This is a strong accountability here. Now let's move to Karachi. Refusals, particularly the 31,000 reported from Karachi, demand urgent scrutiny. Again, the word refusal appears. Refusal means rejection. Refusal means saying no deliberately. The editorial says these refusals demand scrutiny. Scrutiny means careful examination or investigation. The writer asks powerful question. Why does the largest and most resource city account for 58% of all refusals? Is it misinformation? Is it poor planning? Is it weak administration? Or is it political indifference? Political indifference means leaders are not concerned, they are careless, they are apathetic. Now, how the editorial is not just reporting numbers, it is questioning leadership. Then comes one of the strongest lines. Protecting a child from paralysis is not optional, it is a civic obligation. Optional means something you can choose. Civic obligation means duty as a citizen. The writer is saying this clearly. This is not about personal choice. This is about public responsibility. When it comes to protecting child from disease, refusal is not just a private decision. It affects the whole society. And then the editorial becomes even firmer. Persistent refusal should invite punitive measures after due process. Persistent means repeated again and over again. Punitive means related to punishment. Due process means legal procedure. So the writer is saying if refusals continue even after awareness and dialogue, then lawful punishment may be necessary. Now comes the security issue. Security constraints are another unacceptable excuse. Constraint means limitation. The writer is basically saying that security cannot be used as a permanent excuse, and an alarming lack of state writ. State writ means government authority. If health workers cannot safely do the job, it shows weakness in governance. This is a kind of strong criticism by the author. Now the tone becomes slightly hopeful. Pakistan has reported fewer cases, environmental samples are negative. It is encouraging news, but immediately comes the warning. Eradication demands zero tolerance for complicancy. Complicancy means being too relaxed after small success. It means overconfidence. It can mean self-satisfaction. The writer is saying do not relax. Do not celebrate too early. Polio eradication requires perfection, not 98%, not almost 100%. Finally, the editorial ends with a call to action. The state must tighten mechanisms, enforce accountability, and make saving every child from polio a national duty. Tighten mechanisms means improve systems. Enforce accountability means ensure responsibility. National duty means collective mission. This is not a suggestion, this is a demand. So what we have learned today? We have learned how powerful English works. It presents data, it questions excuses, it repeats key ideas, it uses strong words like refusal, deploy, scrutiny, obligation, punitive, etc. That is advanced editorial writing, and that is advanced English. I will see you in the next lesson. Thank you.